alongside a man who is still a certified bucket. Jamal Crawford. Deanna Hurd is joining us as well.
What's going on, everybody? It's Coach Gary. And we have the Pelicans taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets, who have not won a game, although for some reason on the screen they were posting that the Charlotte Hornets are 1-1. I don't know if it was was there a disqualification? I doubt it. But they will be playing the Pelicans, who have won a game, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I thought it was they are 2-1. They're 2-1. They've only lost one game. So I mean, just to face it. Hang on, just a minute. Let's look at the transition. Transition looking pretty smooth there. Okay. So the Hornets, just to be honest with you, have just not looked like an NBA team. They are last place in this conference, this little league there. Just about last place in just about everything. You would expect that if you are in last place, but I think we've seen some good things out of a couple of players, but altogether as a team and how they're being, or what they're being asked to do, just looks like we have no plan. But here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. I think this might be the last game. It could possibly be the last game. What was that? Yeah, what was that? Okay. I guess since the ball was not possessed, you could tip it back.
We'll get the clock straight.
Why we didn't? Whoever tipped that, I think that might have been Najee. Why Najee didn't just control the pass? I meant the tip, and then wait for a guard to get on on the correct side of the court and give it to him. I have no idea. But regardless, Charlotte Hornets get the ball first. Welcome everybody. Those people who decide to come in, I appreciate you stopping by.
They've been waiting to get going. I remember when I was in summer league, I used to come early.
Nick Smith Jr. had a heck of a game. Was it Wednesday? No, it was Tuesday. I don't expect that same type of game out of him. You know, I hope it happens, because then, you know, we'll be looking at someone else on the team that's consistent. That'll be good. But I guess it also depends on what type of defense that the Pelicans play. All right, Nick Smith Jr. finally passes the ball to Bouknight. With 9 seconds on the clock, back to Nick Smith, back to Bouknight. And now Bouknight gives Bryce McGowan almost a grenade. He shoots it, can't hit it. The Pelicans the other way, layup. There it is again. Little outlet pass off of the defense. Hornets not getting back. It's now 2-0. Bryce McGowan's with the ball. Skip pass back over to Nick Smith Jr. 9 seconds on the clock again. Hornets still way beyond the three-point line. They finally get it to Najee. Open shot by Scott, and it's going to be a jump ball. Matkovic. They're going to call the block. It had to be a tie-up.
Looking back at Liddell. Getting out and running too. Like mentally, that's always the last thing when you come back from injury, right? Is, am I okay? He's finishing with confidence. Didn't think anything about it. He's ready to go. Off the tip, they say out of bounds, so it will be Charlotte.
All right, the ball is off the tip. The ball is tipped out of bounds. Is going to Charlotte under their basket. Nick Smith Jr. going to be taking the ball out of bounds. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Good. That can be heard.
The rookie out of UConn. And Darion Sebron. You can always tell.
A lot of discussion going on here at the beginning of this game by the refs.
Right, like right now, New Orleans is being aggressive defensively. The refs aren't calling anything. I thought there'd be 2 calls right there, no call. So now if you're the Hornets, you adjust. Figure it out and then adjust to how they're doing it. Does it take time to figure that out as a young player? Absolutely. That up? Absolutely. It takes time.
Ball still hadn't. I think there's clock trouble. Gentleman behind fixes it, I think. Well, we thought he fixed it.
Even a play like that, right?
He did fix it, but the Hornets.
To the shot clock.
I don't understand that right there. That ball was tipped out of bounds. What are you guys doing? That ball was a jump ball. The ball was tipped out of bounds. That's why it went to the Hornets. Come on, coach. Somebody get up and talk. That ball was tipped out of bounds. That's why it went to the Hornets. So they don't get 14 seconds on the clock at least? What that? I don't get that. It was off the jump ball. Well, let's see. Maybe maybe it was a jump ball, so the clock doesn't reset. But I thought, okay, it was a tie-up. I guess the clock doesn't reset on a tie-up. That's got to be it. Another drive to the basket. The floater is no good. Offensive rebound by the Pelicans. Almost another offensive rebound by the Pelicans, but it goes out of bounds to the Hornets. What's up, Gerald? Mr. Pettiford, what's going on? Is Miller playing tonight? You know what? I hadn't heard. I do not see him out there starting, so maybe they pulled him. I think this might be the last game, so maybe they went ahead and pulled Miller. Smith pulls up, rebound Najee, and he looks to get rid of that and throws it away. Sebron to the basket, and then just not a smart play by Najee. I think he's going to be called for the goaltend. He's really raw. He's really raw. Come on, Najee.
I always love those buckets because buckets were hard to come by at times, right? When you can get an easy one.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing. I didn't even think about that. He's definitely not starting. Put it that way. Let me see if he's on the bench. Let me check and see if I can find those pink shoes. All right, Nick Smith Jr. gets that to Booknight. He swings it over McGowan. McGowan's had an open shot, decided not to shoot it. They get it to Najee. Najee, a lot of dribbling, kicks it out. 1 second left on the clock. Hornets not able to get it off.
Some issues offensively early. And this is where, obviously, there are young guys out there. This is where the guard kind of is telling guys, hey, 5, butter. We have
all right, I see the pink shoes on the sideline.
Right, that the clock is low, and then we got to get a shot out.
But that's not McGowan.
Off the screen, back to Matkovich. Left.
Another layup, Matkovich, for the Pelicans. And the score is now 6-0. Nick Smith Jr. gets that to McGowan. Back to Nick Smith. A lot of dribbling going on. McGowan's a long threes, no good. Rebound. Immediately kicked back out to Nick Smith Jr. Like I said, I don't think Nick Smith's going to have a 30-point night like he had Tuesday. Liddell is fouled with the fall-away shot, and he hits it. So technically, ladies and gentlemen, if I can go ahead and say it, if Bryce McGowan's not playing, Kai Jones is not out there. And the Hornets have not scored yet. It's a 9-point lead. We can just about go ahead and wrap it up. Not trying to be funny or anything, but the Hornets do not have a team that's going to come back. Look, this offense is still dominant, guard dominant. Nick Smith Jr. just passed the ball with 6 seconds on the clock, and we pass it to a big. It's going to be another shot clock violation.
Suffocating defense from New Orleans early.
Well, that's what happens when there's no passing. There's just everybody standing beyond the 3-point line, watching the guard dribble the ball.
If you know when your guy is there, we're going through him first, and we'll play off of him. Right now, with him not being there,
I love my Hornets, ladies and gentlemen, but just like a lot of people are saying, it is hard to watch this summer league. Boy, it is hard to watch. 6 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. Yeah, I say it's hard to watch, but I'm not going to stop. It's hard to watch, but I cannot look away.
Tuesday, so he can fill it up. He got some Bones Highland in this game. Yeah,
all right, second rebound missed by the Pelicans. It is 10-0.
10-0 New Orleans.
There's your running score right there. McGowan
gets it back from McGowan.
Gets it. Fall-away jumper from Scott. No good. Rebound. And the Pelicans off to the races. Three is no good by Hawkins. Nick Smith Jr. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's see how long he takes to pass it. Still dribbling. Finally gets it to Bryce McGowan. Bryce McGowan to the free throw line. Jump stop. Jumper is no good. Pelicans take off. Another score by the Pelicans. And the coach has got to call a timeout. I tell you what, as soon as the Pelicans get a rebound, they are gone. And they are weaving through the Hornets like crazy because the Hornets are just reaching. They're reaching. Nobody is stopping the ball. I think we're in man-to-man. But nobody's, you can't tell who's guarding anybody on the fast break. Nobody is on their man. They're basically lollygagging down the court. They're reaching to try to stop the Pelicans, and that's not working. All right, that is it for Coach Gary being negative. I'm really not being negative. I'm just stating a fact. So here we go. We're positive from now on. Positive energy. Let's go. Hornets, I think this is going to be their, if I'm not mistaken, this may be their last game of the Summer League. Do you think Hornets should trade Haywood and Rozier? We have a lot of, we have a bunch of forwards, but I think the problem is yeah, we should. I wouldn't be upset trading these guys at all. But what can we get back from them? And then who can we trade? Who can we trade them to? You know, that's going to pick up whatever they got left. You know, on their contract. No, I'm not good with all the numbers and how that works. That's not me. But I can tell you guys who is. If you go to this guy, his name is Trust the Buzz. Now, I'm sure some of you know Trust the Buzz. He knows that's a great channel to keep up with information on the Hornets. But man, I would love to trade at least one of them. And I'm gonna be honest. When Kemba left, and we had to find somebody to take that place, I was like, man, who are we going to find to take his place? And Rozier came in, and for me, that was a fit for us, and he did a great job. I mean, I always peeped his game when he played with Boston. And he was like a bench player, you know, sixth player, come off the bench, he'd get you buckets. So I didn't know he was that good. But it was a good fit for the Hornets with the type of offense we run. We run ISO and pick and roll. But at this point now, yeah, we probably should, so we can get something good for him or get something decent for him. No turnover by the Hornets. But they get back on defense. Oh, what was that? Oh, it was a good stop on defense, and then he sort of left him standing in the corner. Yeah, I would think we get rid of one of them. Or I don't want to say get rid of, trade one of them. All right. Will they be able to trade both of them? Like whatever's left on Brandon Haywood's contract? I think we got Terry for like what, 50? Was it 50? 60 million, 5 years or something like that. But Gordon Hayward, we paid him in excess of 100. I can't remember the exact, but I think it was something around like, was it 120 or something like that on his contract? Like how much, you know, who's gonna pick that up, right? I mean, how are they gonna work that out? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest problem. So I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. Well, we definitely know they're not gonna get rid of him soon. It's a possibility. It's a possibility before the trade deadline. But knowing the Hornets, nah, they're gonna stay. They're gonna hang on to him. They'll hang on to him. They'll hang on to him and then try to do something different next year. All right, Scott. Gives the ball to Smith. Smith behind the back. Oh, nice move, but it's thrown out of there. Pelicans down the court with the rebound. Wow, straight line drive, but it is blocked by Najee. I think that is Najee, number 46. Yes, it is. Hey guys, do me a favor and hit that like button. I really, really need help with the algorithm. Hit that like button and I'll appreciate it. Hawkins finds that Makovich. Kicks that down to Makovich, who is wide open. Good defense by Najee. Gets that to McGowan. Excuse me, that is Booknight. 14-0. Booknight going through traffic. Kicks it to Nick Smith Jr. for 3. He can't hit it. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Hornets have not scored yet, but I got faith in them. Makovich finds, I think this is Hawkins. Screen is called on the Pelicans. Good defense by Najee. Hey, Mr. Pettifer, what do you think about the trade? What do you think? What do you think about trading Rozier and Haywood, or Rozier or Haywood? Simmons in the game, gets it to Booknight. Booknight can't score. Almost a good putback by Sneed. Daniel loses it, but the finger roll is good. It is now 16-0. Booknight gets to the basket. His layup is no good, and he's going to be called for a foul. Booknight does attack the basket. You can see the look in his eyes, like, well, you can't see the look in his eyes technically, but you see in his body language that he's like, yo, we got to get some points. We have got to score. All right, 3 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock. I got faith the Hornets will score before the first quarter is over with. Crutcher, who was on the Hornets Summer League last year. Oh.
There's a foul, and the Hornets may be able to get their first points at the charity stripe. When they score one, they'll score a lot.
All right, Simmons. Simmons goes to the free throw line.
But they're still fighting to compete.
Yeah, Crutcher was on the Summer League team last year. He may have spent a little time in the Hornets organization with the Swarm.
3:20 to go in this opening period.
Simmons on the line. Cannot hit the first free throw. Well, I was just talking to my my basketball team just a few minutes ago. Well, people that are wanting to come out for basketball. We've had summer workouts, and that's one of the things that I told them we've got to tighten up on, and that's hitting these free shots. All right, Simmons misses both. Hornets have yet to score. 3 minutes and 12 seconds in the first quarter. Look, good ball movement by the Pelicans. Just moving the ball. 3 shot, no good. Rebound, Simmons. Simmons has to slow it up.
Who's going to make it happen for the Hornets?
Sneed. Ball goes out of bounds. Little contact, but it wasn't called. 2 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. I hope this is not going to be some kind of record. If the Hornets are going to score, all right, I know they're going to score. All right, it's probably got to be a record if the Summer League team doesn't score in the first quarter. All right, we got a timeout. 120 million over several years doesn't sound bad now. I think teams will want them because they are both productive and they are on expiring contracts. True. 120 million over several years doesn't sound bad now. Right, right. Good points there, Gerald. And here's the thing too, especially with Hayward. If Hayward wasn't prone to injury, he's a bucket. He's a bucket. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, he's consistent. You know, and Terry, Terry is too. When Terry gets rolling, he's usually consistent. He's gonna get you a certain amount of points every game. You know, what did he average? I don't know, what, 18, 20 points? But they're gonna do that consistently. I know the ball's in his hand all the time, so he should, but still. But here's what when Terry gets hurt, it takes him a while, just like anybody else. It takes him a while to get back into the flow of things. So, you know, I can't say he's not consistent. But Haywood is pretty consistent if he can stay well, but the dude is hurt all the time. Mensah shoots. He can't hit it for the Hornets.
0 for 14 now.
I think it's only 1 year left on LeBron. And LeBron will love him next year. Yeah. You're right about that. Hornets get a little movement in the basket, and a travel is called.
I've been here before with the Hornets. I really have. I've been here before in games. You feel like you were just out there by yourself. Can anything go right? Please go right. It'll go right though.
That's my boy Leaky Black. Hornets wearing the Charlotte blue.
Approaching 2 minutes to go in this first quarter.
It is exactly 2 minutes to go. 3-point shot, no good for the Pelicans. Simmons with the rebound. Floater is good. The Hornets break the seal and get 2 points.
We're all clapping. We're all clapping for them. They're going to make a run now. That's all they need. That was the one.
Long three. Oof. Long three by the Pelicans goes. Bailey in the game now. Bailey and Leaky Black.
Forced to give it up. Mensah, hand off to Simmons.
Mensah gets the ball to Simmons. Simmons kicks it to McGowan for 3. And there's another. Hornets have scored 5 points.
You get one, you'll get another one. But right now, the Hornets are facing a set defense every single time. I think they need to play a little bit faster, just like we talked about. To get
Pelicans moving the ball. Crutcher with the layup. Well, they talk mad junk about Crutcher. A lot of people about Crutcher last year.
Last 2 hoops. Simmons playing aggressive. Downhill and a kick out. And then making a great play, like young players.
Hey, Mr. Pettiford, do you think? I think Bryce is going to be okay. So, what are your feelings about Bryce? Not Bryce, but Brandon Miller. I think he's going to be okay. I hope the Hornets figure out the best spot for him to be in. I do think in Summer League he's being asked to do something that he's not used to doing. Hornets with a turnover. All right, good defense by the Hornets. Got back, closed things out. Almost a travel, near travel. And a foul is going to be called. Yeah, I think he's going to have to do some more. Oh, that's my boy. Garrison Brooks. There's another Tar Heel.
Fewest points ever in an NBA game in an opening quarter.
He's playing for New Orleans right now.
Denver put up 3 points. Wow. 3 points in the opening quarter.
Yeah, he was asked to, you know, be like the main ball. He was asked to be a ball handler and a scorer. And I think he's better as a 2 guard, if I'm not mistaken, like that shooting guard. But they didn't get that together in Charlotte. I think he'll help this year.
Just need him to go down. About 2 seconds between the shot clock and game clock.
A little bit of ball movement going on by the Hornets, just a little bit.
Driving the pull up over Crutcher, long
jumper by Bailey, doesn't work. Half court shot almost goes in, rims out, and there's your score right there, ladies and gentlemen. 25-5 at the end of the first quarter.
Hornets didn't get a bucket until under 2 minutes to go in the opening period. All New Orleans.
Yeah, even though this is Summer League basketball, there still should be scores like this. It should still not be scores like this. 25-5 in the first quarter. Let's go. And I think it would be different too if you know Kai Jones was out there. He'd be playing a little bit more defense and use his athleticism. Brandon Miller not playing tonight. That would definitely help. But still, with those guys that are out there now, we still shouldn't be getting blown out by 20. All right, but I said I was gonna be positive, so we're gonna stay positive here and watch the Hornets go on a run. I think Brandon has a really high score because Melo. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, Gerald. I'm hoping since Melo, you know, be like the main ball handler out there, that Miller can sort of settle back into what he did in college. You know what I'm saying? If he gets open, we all know Melo can get him the ball. He's gonna get him the ball. He's shown me that even though what is he 6'8", he can still take people off the dribble, and he's got size. And like you said, he can rebound because he was like one of the top rebounders on our team in Summer League this year, if not the top rebounder. All right, second quarter just started. Hornets down by 20, but they're getting ready to make a run. All right, Simmons at the top has not passed the ball yet. This is our problem right here. They finally get it to Bailey. He kicks it. Leaky Black. Let's go, Leaky. Leaky Black scores. Let's go, Tar Heels. A near steal at half court. Makovich hands it. Liddell going to be called for a charge. That was Sneed. Sneed that drew the charge. That's a pretty legitimate charge. Pretty legitimate.
No flop there. That's just strength right in your chest. Fifth turnover for the
Hornets with the ball now. This is Simmons handling it. They get the ball to McGowan. He drives baseline. Back to Simmons. Simmons with an open three, turns it down. Oh, finds the big man under the basket. Cannot finish. I think that was Mensah. Mensah with the lay. Could not complete his blocked out of bounds. It's going to be Hornets ball.
He plays bigger, yes, than his actual size.
Getting to McGowan's. He's going to be called for the double.
And a carrying violation.
Or the carry.
Liddell's out there like Brandon Bass. The strength, right. Big, playing strong.
Excuse me, that I don't think I'm saying.
They're listed at 6'6", 240.
I'm saying Bryce McGowan's. That's Bailey. Makovich.
Hand off to Sebron.
This is Sebron at the top, calling for the screen. Skip pass.
Extra pass.
3-point shot, no good. Rebound, Leaky Black.
Solid defense.
Gets it out to Sneed. Sneed to the basket. He draws the foul. Hornets pushing the ball just a little bit.
No question. No question. That just helps you.
8 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Charlotte Hornets at the line now. Trying to make a move. Not shooting the free throws good tonight. Let's go, guys. Let's go. What you guys think about being in college and the pros and not being able to hit free throws? Some of the best shooters at those levels can't hit free throws on a consistent basis.
25-9.
Sebron kicks that. Jones misses it. Leaky Black with a rebound. Gets it to Bailey. Bailey, go ahead and pass it. Go ahead and pass it. Pass the ball, bro. Oh my gosh. Just make it easy. Make it simple. Simple basketball. Good shot, Liddell. Get it up to Bailey. There you go. Move the ball early. Wow, is that Leaky Black? Leaky Black with a long three. Leaky Black, 6 points in the game.
Jones, no. Simmons.
Jones shoots that ball for the Pelicans. It's no good. Simmons, straight line drive to the basket, sort of forced it, gets his own rebound, and a foul is going to be called. Yeah, a lot of times the Hornets, especially here in summer league, they haven't been playing as a team.
He's picking them apart and pick and roll. He's getting to the basket. He's getting free throw lines. He's playing defense.
Not a lot of team ball going on. It doesn't look like to me. But every time they come down and move the ball,
from Charlotte, it's come from their second year.
Every time they come down and they move the ball, it looks better. It's like they get some options to score, so they get some shots. You know, no shot clock violations. And miss another free throw. Let's go, baby. I think the Hornets have missed at least 4 free throws. That's 4 points. Makovich with the jumper. No good. What up, Andrew?
Charlotte on the comeback trail now. You call
right.
it, Jamal. I told you. Once you see one go through, Mike, look.
Mensa rolls it in. Hornets 15-27. Doesn't look terrible now, that score. And we continue to play defense. Another 3-point shot by, that's by the Pelicans. It goes in. 15-point lead. Mensa can't find anybody to hand it to. Finally gets it to Bryce McGowan's. Goes to behind Sneed. Sneed with a hard layup. He's fouled on the play.
By Carlo Matkovich. It's going to be his second.
Tell you, just move the ball. Move the ball, Hornets.
They're playing against a set defense in New Orleans.
Hey guys, thank you for stopping by. Do me a favor and hit that like button. Hit that like button. As Richie Mack says, the algorithm is real.
Sneed back at the free throw line.
Sneed misses the free throw. What's going on, Andrew? I don't understand how they say everyone needs to be able to shoot threes when some of them can't shoot free throws. Hey, it gets me. You know, and everybody wants guys who are athletic, and I get it. They want scorers. I get it. But dang, it's a free throw. It's a free throw. Work on it. I come from the era where, like, you know, like my boy from Carolina, 3-point shot short. Back in the day when Carolina, like, a team was like 80% free throw shooters. All right, it's going to be a turnover by the Hornets. That is a charge. And Sneed draws another charge.
You can tell Liddell ain't playing in a couple of days.
I think that's on the same individual, Liddell. That's 2 fouls. On the play before that, offensively, Leaky Black had, I think that might have been Mensah open. Couldn't get it to him.
Liddell with 3 fouls.
McGowan's back on the court. Nick Smith Jr.
Getting a screen from Najee.
Finally gets to McGowan's. McGowan's don't want to take a 3. Left hand layup, no good. Najee with the rebound. Nick Smith Jr. fakes to the basket. Left hand layup is good.
Smith has a lot of the game, and right there getting an easier basket when it's almost created for him because it was tipped out. I think he can save energy if he gets easier baskets and gets off the ball.
And New Orleans calls a timeout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this score looks a little better. Charlotte Hornets 18, Pelicans 30 points. But let's see, what was it? I've already forgotten. I think it was like 15, was it like 18-0 before the Hornets scored? I wonder how many points Shaq would have scored if he shot 80% from the free throw line. That was the kryptonite, definitely. Like, okay, yeah, 18-0. Yeah, like it was, and I didn't feel sorry for him, but I could feel the awkwardness because you see how big his hand was compared to the ball, and it's like his hand was so big. He couldn't, he just could never get the feel that most people could get on a basketball because it's like he would wrap his hand. I'm trying to find I don't have a smaller. It's like he would wrap his whole hand. That's how it would look. Like he'd wrap his whole hand around the ball. And if you had if you had a tennis ball and you wrap your hand around the ball trying to, it's going to be kind of awkward, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess that's something you got to start working on when you're young, because if you're not worried about free throws, even though that's part of the game, you're just worried about being a high flyer. You do all kinds of tricks and everything with the ball, but then you can't go to the free throw line and hit a free throw. And I'm gonna give Shaq a little bit of a slack. Because his hands were so big, and that's probably, I guarantee you that was the last thing that anybody was worried about with Shaq, that's shooting free throws when he was in high school, where his dad probably didn't even focus on that. Big man, when you get next to the basket, just throw it down. And so that's all Shaq really worked on. But yeah, if he had been able to shoot free throws, now, Wembanyama, see, I would like to see how the difference between Wembanyama's mechanics, or how his hand fits on or around the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because he can shoot free throws. I bet you Shaq's hand's still bigger than Wembanyama's. Bryce McGowan does not want to take a 3-point shot, but he's getting to the basket. I can't say I hate it, because I don't. He's being aggressive. Pelicans, that's going to be a travel if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you so much, guys. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Gianna and Swin. The WNBA All-Star Weekend, well, it begins tomorrow in Las Vegas with a 3-point contest and skills challenge at 4 Eastern on ESPN. And
WNBA.
19th annual All-Star Game, ABC, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Looking forward to that. All here in Las Vegas. Me as well. The last time I
was ready to fight if you fell.
WNBA All-Star Game in Vegas. I was here with my son.
Big as Shaq is, or was.
Last time I saw him there, him and Gigi, and it's just amazing the support that these women Pelicans should have because they play such unbelievable basketball.
All right, Nick Smith Jr. with the ball. He pulls up, shoots, short.
Yes.
Stop ball, stop ball.
So much empowering the women.
Straight to the basket. Pelicans score again. Book Knight gets that to Bryce McGowan's. Back to Bryce. He finally takes a three, and he hits a three. 23 to 20, 23 to 34 is the score.
Mike, can you believe it's an 11-point game after all that? Ain't that crazy?
Spin move, kick, hook shot is good. That is by Garrison Brooks.
Throughout this first half, his ability as a facilitator.
Oh, come on.
Unforced error there by the Hornets, but
all right, ball thrown into the backcourt by Nick Smith Jr.
And that's why he'll always be a good player, because good players want to play with people that are going to pass the ball, right? And he does that, and he does it at a high level. I love his pace as well. So when you play the pace he's playing, you always think a little bit clearer, you see things clear, and that's what he does. Second year in the league, with the G League Ignite before being drafted by
low floater's no good. Bryce McGowan's gets that pass out to Sneed. Sneed, probably a little more dribbling than he needs to do. Finally gets it to Bryce. Bryce doesn't want to pass it.
It's a screen, got caught in the air, finds Book Knight.
Book Knight. Nick Smith Jr. long three, no good. Najee gets his hands on it. Baseline by McGowan's, 11 seconds to shoot. He kicks it. Nobody in the corner to swing it to. Oh, come on, Najee. That's the second time Najee's tried that back door. It's not working. And Sebron with the lay. 23-38 is the score. Yeah, the Pelicans are doing a good job. Once they get the stops, they're just taking off down the court. The Hornets there's no defensive balance.
Over to Sneed.
Sneed turns, shoots a long jumper, no good. Najee trying to get that rebound. Only one in there fighting for the rebound. He can't handle it. Daniels kicks it.
Kick out to Hawkins.
Daniel slips that screen. Hawkins shoots the jumper. No good. Sneed with the rebound. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Sneed gets it to Bryce McGowan. He shoots another three, and he hits another three. 26-38 is the score with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock. I'll change my score momentarily, ladies and gentlemen, on the next dead ball. Rebound, Najee.
Right now you gotta push it, gotta get up the court. Keep that magic.
Actually, that wasn't Najee. Bryce McGowan probably should have kicked it, but it is tipped in by Najee. That is Najee. Number 46. Tell you what, he does move. He moves a lot. He's not standing around. That's Najee. And Bryce McGowan shooting a good outside shot today. What I like about Najee is he's not scared. Yeah, he's not. He's just out there banging. He's out there going for it. He's got a motor. Charlotte has a way of finding a few guys that have motors. You know, even if they're not highly skilled. And I like those guys because they come out and you know, believe it or not, they make things happen. So maybe Najee. All right, 38-28. I think maybe Najee will help us in that regard. I know my boy Trust the Buzz. He likes Najee. And a lot of times, I guess when guys are not putting up a bunch of scores, it's kind of hard to see him. But yeah, Najee, I like his motor. All right, 28-38, 10-point score right there. It is kind of not hard to believe, but believe it or not, the Hornets have actually closed the lead. It was 18-0 before the Hornets even got a score. So box scores. Box scores look like this. All right, for the Hornets, Najee has 2. Nick Smith Jr. has 2. Scott hasn't scored. McGowan's with 8 points. Mensah has 2. Simmons has 3. Snead has 2. Bailey has 3. And Black has 6 points off of 2 threes. And we're already back. Mensah with a rebound. There's the scores for the Pelicans. Snead, his jumper goes awry. Daniels for 3, no good. Nick Smith Jr. with the rebound. Layup is no good, but Bouknight finishes. Brooks gets it back out. I think this may be Liddell. This is Hawkins right here driving the baseline. Has to turn it out. Hepa. The cutter is blocked. I think that's by Najee. Snead, slow down, Snead. Don't be out of control. Oh, are they going to count it? Snead with the awkward throw in is all I can say. They didn't count it.
Take a look and see when the gather occurred. There's the bump. He didn't dribble again. He didn't have it off the contact. Guys tried that in my summer league, and I say, no. That's an NBA call. You don't deserve that one. I thought they would have got that one.
Come on, Snead, hit a free throw. All right, that's the last. That will be the next thing we check out, ladies and gentlemen. In about 44.7 seconds. We'll go check out the team stats.
The Hornets started this game down 18-0. Guys like Najee have been quiet MVPs. Look how he's talking on defense. Look how active he is. Great pass. Oh, Bouknight says no. That was last touched by Brooks.
All right, I think it was Daniels.
Stay with New Orleans.
Trying to drop that one off. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Hornets. 37.1 seconds on the clock. New Orleans. Oh, foul before the ball comes in bounds. That's not good.
Nice luck in those fouls. I would do that on purpose just to get going. If I'm struggling, I'm cutting it hard. I learned that from J.J. Redick.
Can't do it now. It's going to send Hawkins to the line.
Get some easy points to get the ball back. Now, would you use a flop strategy? No, I just cover it. I just cover it on. They grabbed me. My three-pointer was a flop. That's what flop.
All right, the Pelicans hit that technical.
At halftime in the second game. You like the new flop rule? I like the technical foul. I absolutely do. Because
and they get the ball.
We reward the offense enough.
Come on, Gallons, close out, baby.
Jones getting it back. Hawkins, no good.
Najee with the rebound, skying.
4 seconds between the shot.
Hornets walk it up the court. Might as well get as close to the shot clock as you can. I would still be moving the ball right now because, like, you know, it's ISO. McGowan's gets that to Bouknight. Bouknight.
Didn't like the look.
McGowan's had to shoot. Oh my goodness, McGowan's is unconscious, hits it. Don't foul him. And the Hornets make this look like a game before halftime. After that one score, I think it was Simmons with the first score for the Hornets, down 18-0, and the Hornets come storming back.
If you owe money to the IRS,
this is a 5-point game.
because you could qualify right now to save a ton of money, headaches, and hassle. We are the tax relief helpers.
All right.
We can help you keep more cash in your pocket and immediately put a stop to nasty tricks by the IRS. With one phone call, you can find out in just minutes if you qualify.
All right, while we have a little timeout, and it's, when I say little timeout in Summer League, it is definitely a little timeout. What they got, like 5 minutes? and then they're back on the court. So real quickly, I'm gonna skip box scores and go straight to team stats. All right, field goal percentage. Hornets 33.3%, and the Pelicans 42. 3-point shooting. The Hornets staying in this game with the 3-point shooting. They have hit 6 of 14. The Pelicans 2 of 14. Free throws. Hornets 4 of 11. 4 of 11. They missed was that 7 for 36%, and the game will be different if they hit those free throws. Rebound. Now the Hornets doing really well rebounding. Najee out there doing his thing. We'll see how many he has in a second. 7 assists by the Hornets, 10 by New Orleans. New Orleans. There's your steals, your blocks. Turnovers, the Hornets have 13 turnovers. Need to cut that out. And this game could be different. It still looks different from what it started out to be. All right. So here we go with the Hornets. Leading scorer right now is Bryce McGowan's filling up the 3-point spot. He's 3 of 4 from the 3-point spot. Najee 2 points, but he has 11 rebounds. Nick Smith Jr. after that 33-point game only has 2 points this half. Bouknight only has 2 points. Mensah 2 points. Simmons has 3, but he does have 4 rebounds and 3 assists, leading the Hornets in that statistical category. Sneed has 3. Bailey has 3 points, and Leaky Black has 6 points and 3 rebounds. I guess Leaky's like, hey, this might be the last game. This might be the last game I play in. So I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. New Orleans. The leading scorer for New Orleans is Sebron and Brooks. Both have 8 points. Makovic has 2 points. Liddell has 7 points. He has 3 personal fouls, but it don't really. You're not gonna foul out in summer league. Daniels 4 points. Hawkins has 5, like I just said. Sebron has 8. And then off the bench, Jones with 3, Crutcher with 2, and Brooks has 8 also. Top rebounder for New Orleans is Hawkins and Sebron, but they both have 4. All right, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go get me a little beverage, and I'll be right back. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you hit that like button. Oh, Coach Gary, what are you doing? All right, let me do a little housekeeping here. Wow. It really doesn't matter. Not right now, doesn't it? Here we go. Got that done. Let's save it. Yeah, see, 35 views. Let's go custom. That's good. Live. Work on the details a little bit.
just love his game. He plays the right way. I feel like New Orleans, Zion's the guy. We know that, but I thought they adjusted to Brandon Ingram being the guy. And Zion fitting in other ways and still being somebody that went with him. But B.I. has so much game, and the best is yet to come from him.
Silky smooth. Third quarter underway. It looked like it was foul on the pass there. We'll see if they award shots. Oh, they are going to get shots. That looked like a lob.
That may have been Daniels who drew the foul.
Pelicans leading scorers from last season. 26 points from Zion Williamson in an abbreviated year. He only played 29 games. Brandon Ingram was terrific for them.
Free throw falls for him.
Trey Murphy, right? Like stepping up and having an unbelievable year.
It's a great point because last year during Summer League, Trey Murphy III was looking to play and find a rhythm. He played really well here in Vegas, and it really translated to the regular season.
For young guys, and even
another stoppage of the ball, so it is Daniels, Makovich, Liddell, Hawkins, and Sebron.
This whole game is confidence. It's 90% mental
for New Orleans Pelicans.
You come in with that, the sky's the limit.
And there's going to be a technical foul.
Now, a technical foul was called on the Hornets bench. And again, they didn't like that previous call. Daniels was trying to throw a lob to his teammate, was fouled on the pass, and they awarded free throws. As the frustration continued, Hornets pick up the technical foul. It's 41-34.
Book Knight. Dribbling. Kicks it, they swing it. It's going to be Scott for a three. And Scott hits the three for the Hornets.
That New Orleans is getting the first half. Now the Hornets are getting those touches, and they're going to shoot a higher percentage because when everybody touches the ball, you get great looks.
Daniels, hesitation, kicks it back out.
Gives it up to Hawkins,
Hawkins almost loses it. Gets it back. Hawkins now with the ball. Liddell,
solid in the first half. Inside,
he's going to be called. He's going to be fouled.
How do you avoid getting tight here if you're in New Orleans? Dominant performance early on, and the Hornets have prepped back in.
Not sure who that foul is on. Might have been Book Knight.
But look at the ball movement, side to side, swinging it, knocking it down. You get possessions like that, everybody else is going to play harder. I'm touching the ball. I'm getting easy ones, and I'm part of what's going on.
This feels like an avalanche right now as they mounted this comeback. More for E.J. Liddell.
Liddell played almost 5 minutes in that first half. It was the loudest 5 minutes I've seen in a long time, right? We were saying his name so much, and he's out here still wrecking havoc.
Yeah. And for 35 people, 35 views anyway.
That man right there.
I guess that's 1 cent, huh? Maybe. And the Pelicans score another 3.
Still expected things from James Bouknight. Brooklyn kid, and that was off the shoe, and this is going to be a turnover. Wow, and just ran it down.
Wow,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Come on, refs. Let's go get it together.
Obviously, Daniels is the best player on their team right now playing. He still is putting all the effort to get into it. Ooh, that was close. That was close. That was close.
I think they called it over and back, though, but that was a great save there by Daniels. 4-point ball game. Book Knight again.
Book Knight for 3, can't finish.
Trying to keep it alive, and Liddell with a strong board. Pelicans running. Sebron inside for Makovich.
This is Makovich. Backs his man down off the glass. Simple.
Well done, Carlo Makovich.
46-6 is the score.
He has 4 points now.
Nick Smith Jr. for 3. He hits it. 43-46 is the score.
They are all of a sudden 9 for 18.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a Hornets team without a win
Hawkins
so far in Summer League play.
to the basket. Makovich over the back. Wasn't called. Hawkins able to handle that one. 10 seconds to shoot. Daniels finds Makovich. That triangle, they back up off of him, and he shoots it, but can't hit it. McGowan's. McGowan strong to the basket. Layup is good. And then Then they let the Pelicans come right back down and score. Alley-oop. Book Knight. Book Knight couldn't finish, but it's going to be a goal-10, so maybe he would have finished.
When you play fast like that, you cause miscommunication. That's just as good.
If it wasn't for the goal-10.
Somebody down and creating a shot.
See, Hawkins in late, called for the goal-10. Back to a one-point ball game. Hornets have never led. In fact, they trailed 18-0 out the gate. Went 0 for 14 to start.
All right, foul's going to be called.
Going to earn 2 free throws here.
This was Sebron, if I'm not mistaken, to the basket.
Daniels, right? Even though he won't get a stat for that play, I'm watching how he's orchestrating, how he's setting picks, how he's causing confusion. He's doing so many things that go with being with good players, right? When he's out there with the regulars and the veteran guys, he'll find a place, he'll find a role because he does so many good things that
Book Knight still needs to add weight and consistency. He hasn't shown much growth on the court.
We just brought up Trey Murphy III.
I would take Leaky Black over Book Knight. Hey, I would too, because the biggest thing is I know Leaky. He's gonna work hard regardless. Leaky Black, you know, if he were to come into the league, you know, get a chance, he'd be like a defensive player. Now he doesn't hit that three well. I mean, right now, but that's what I call a 3-and-D guy. Bryce McGowan's step back three, no good. Nick Smith Jr. with the rebound. I would love to see Leaky in. I would love to see him with the Hornets, but I'd love to see him in the league somewhere. Come on, baby, pass the ball, baby. Pass the ball. Find somebody.
He gets to where he wants to go, and he's always looking to make the right play. Right? He keeps the defense on their heels. He gets to.
And maybe he is. Maybe the commentator sees something I don't see. I like Nick Smith though.
I mentioned Daniels, the 8th pick in the 2022 NBA draft. How about the 8th pick in the 2000 NBA?
All right, Hornets down by 2. Get it in.
Oh no, that pass rifled out of bounds. How was that draft night for you going back to 2000?
Unbelievable, because you hear so many different things. When the camera comes around, at that point, you know you're about to be drafted. It was Cleveland Cavaliers. I never worked out for.
All right, 49-47 is the score.
That was a moment I'll never forget.
New Orleans in the lead. Hornets, 4 seconds to shoot. I think that was Book Knight on the shot. Can't hit it. Sebron all the way to the basket.
His speed has been a problem for the Hornets in this game.
Yes, it has.
Nick Smith Jr. goes around the screen to the basket and scores. Bryce McGowan coming down the baseline. He had options. 49-51 is the score. Makovich gets that to Daniels. Back to Makovich. That's what you call a pick and roll. Book Knight throws a, oh, wow, what kind of wow, what kind of pass. That was hot. That pass was hot. Let's put it that way. Pass was hot.
53-49 is our score. Smith to the
Thank goodness, I think that was Scott who slowed it down, because that has some pepper on it. All right, 53-49 is the score, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's what it is, 53-49. All right, in the first quarter, the Hornets and New Orleans, the Hornets had 5 points to New Orleans 25. In the second quarter, Hornets outscored New Orleans 29-14. In the third quarter, Hornets right now are leading 15-14, but the Pelicans lead the game right now, 53-49. There's your box scores right there. Najee with 11 rebounds, 2 points. Scott, 3 points. He scored. Nick Smith Jr., 7. McGowan's with 13. Booknight with 7 points. A quiet 7, but he hasn't. Mensah, 2. Simmons, 3 points. Snead, 3 points. Bailey, 3 points. Leaky Black, with only 9 minutes, he has 6 points. For New Orleans, Magnovich, 6 points. Liddell has 9. Daniels has 7. Hawkins has 5. Sebron leading the Pelicans with 13 points. And Brooks has 8.
And the Lakers. Hornets running. Booknight. Through traffic. The kick out to Snead.
Oh, come on, Snead. Slow down, baby. All right, Hornets. Slow it down. Set something up.
The offense.
Settle it down. Get a good one. Get a quality shot.
Nick Smith is blocked.
Block. Jones swatting it out of there. And here comes New Orleans.
Sebron
trying to create some separation once again. Sebron.
And the ref's going to call a blocking foul.
Who's falling backwards, picks up the blocking foul.
The aggression usually wins, right? The bang-bang play.
Count the bucket.
Foul's called, and the bucket is good.
Darion Sebron up to 15 points, leading all scores. 7 for 9 shooting.
49-55 is the score.
That's the 3rd foul on McGowan. And I found this interesting stat that I didn't realize, but our Dave Freed is a legend here to my left.
Yes, he is.
1,327 career games for Jamal Crawford, and he never fouled out.
Why didn't play enough defense to foul like that? I mean, my offense was my
I think that was either Mensah or Scott.
Next level.
Can't get the layup.
Yes. You know how many times in your career we mentioned the 1,327 games that you had 5 fouls?
I think I came close once.
All right, can the Hornets stay intact? They proven they made me wrong.
6-point lead for the Pelicans, 4:41.
All right, because I said there's no way. Basically, I said there's no way the Hornets are going to come back after New Orleans had 10 points. They just didn't have it. They're not that type of team, but they've come back. They've had it to within 1.
And Snead nearly lost it again. Gives it up to Mensah.
That is Mensah, number 21. He finds Booknight.
Booknight.
Foul is called.
Crutcher.
And it's going to be called on Crutcher, and Booknight gets to go to the line.
1,327 games without fouling out is an NBA record.
It's a record? That I did not know.
It's a record.
I did not.
You got a number of those.
In the act of shooting, that's 2. All right, can Booknight step up to the line and hit the free throws? We need both of them, Booknight. He hits the first.
It fits in the new league anyway, right? It's all up and down the court, right?
Hornets 50.
Substitutions for the Hornets. Leaky Black on the floor along with Kobe Simmons.
New Orleans 55. Simmons and Black come back into the game.
See the numbers for James Booknight. Headed into his 3rd season.
Booknight hits both.
65 career games in 2 years now with the Hornets. 11th pick in 2021. 55-41.
Nearly a turnover.
Nearly lost it.
Sebron
around a Brooks screen.
Has to find someone. He does. He finds Daniels. That top crossover dribble spin move. The floater is no good. Rebound. Mensah
snagging the board from his teammate.
Gets it to Simmons.
Said, let me do my job. Let me get the board and I get it to you.
A lot of dribbling going on there. Move the ball one time. They get it back up to Booknight. Booknight calling for the screen. Booknight. 6 seconds to shoot. Gives Leaky Black
Leaky Black
turns it over. Probably should have shot that. Pelicans with the ball back down. Crutcher behind the back pass to Brooks. He can't hit it. Rebound, Mensah, ball knocked out of his hand. Pelicans get the rebound. Sebron goes to the basket.
Turnover, Sebron.
Scoop shot is good. Right there, one of those no way we should not have that ball. Book Knight to the basket. Scores. Gets at least 2 of them back.
An easy one there. Sebron was 17 points, 9 of them coming in this third quarter.
Brooks hands that to Daniels for the Pelicans. Brooks beyond the 3-point line, looking to hand it off. Hands it to Sebron. Sebron behind the back. Trying to squeeze through. Sebron throws it up, not there. Book Knight comes out there with it. Takes off. Ball is stripped out of Simmons' hand. Daniels down the court.
The
Euro step.
Get the bucket.
Menza messes him up just enough so that shot does not go in. Yeah, a couple of plays right there, Hornets. You make those plays like the loose balls. Somebody get on the floor like, wow. All right, 57-53 is the score. $57-53.
It's different. YouTube TV is more than cable for less than cable. And who doesn't like more? Just ask anyone who loves basketball. And they'll tell you. There's no such thing as too much of it. Watch more games at once with Multiview on YouTube TV. YouTube TV. It's more than cable for $600 less than cable. Try it for free.
Give me a hot pink cosmopolitan. And some drama.
With a twist. Do you know tea time? Bloody Mary with Kettle One Vodka.
Give me a cocktail with Kettle One vodka.
The big podcast is all about the love. Only know one love, tough love. Uncover mysteries.
Your beard somehow black again.
Setting the record straight. I'm not close up.
All right, there's your team stats.
What y'all get every week on the big podcast with Shaq.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association.
Hornets shooting a little bit better than they were in the first half, 38%. New Orleans still shooting over 40, 44.9. 3-point shooting, the Hornets are 9 of 21. Pelicans 2 of 15. Rebounds, Hornets still out rebounding the Pelicans, 35 to 23. But we've got the Pelicans at the line right now. This is Daniels, if I'm not mistaken, he hits it.
Last season, missed the playoffs for the 4th time in 5 seasons, and a promising start for New Orleans. There was a time there, especially when Zion Williamson was rolling, where they had the top record.
And he hits both.
In the West, yes, and then injuries and other things come into play, led to them falling out of the playoff picture.
They have a lot of people who can do multiple things, right? We see Daniels. We see, obviously, Ingram and Nance and so many different things.
Pushing his lead, 59.
He's done an unbelievable job setting the tone and setting the foundation.
Good rebound there by Leaky Black.
See if they can get healthy this upcoming season. We know what a monster Zion is. By the way, they were 17 and 12 with Zion in the rotation last
Daniel.
season, but there's an offensive foul there as the Pelicans turn it over.
It's not foul. It's going to be an offensive foul. Illegal screen is what it
What do
is.
you think of this projected roster?
Deep in every single position, right? You have established guys. You know who you are. Their thing's just going to be health.
Is Devontae Graham still there? With the Orleans, with the New Orleans, I didn't get a chance to see. All right, 55-59. Can the Hornets get a bit closer? Sneed, excuse me, this is Simmons with the ball.
To explode.
They get it to Bailey.
Talent on that Pelicans roster is Bailey inside, called for the travel.
Yeah, stop. Oh man, just move the ball around, guys. Come on, move the ball around. Coach, tell them, move it around. Every time we move the ball around, we're much better.
This summer, with the men's U.S. team, got some nice young players.
Crutcher brings it down for New Orleans, gets it to Liddell.
Oh, it's a goaltend.
And a goaltend is called on Mensa.
This is not arguing it, but
I didn't met him up top.
I thought you met him at the summit.
I thought he did too. I thought it was a good block.
Continue to attack Charlotte. absolutely has life now.
Oh,
they
hit the
believe
basket
they can win
first.
this game, right? It's not like it was to start the 18-0 start.
Mensa
They believe they can win it.
hands that off. So Leaky Black finds somebody. Calls a timeout.
Timeout called. Leaky Black in trouble.
Hey,
37 to go in the third quarter.
that's good. Don't turn it over. Don't turn it over, because I think that would have been Leaky's third turnover if he had let that go. And his teammates definitely weren't coming to help him.
Everything would suddenly stop. No matter your industry, Granger's here for you with professional grade supplies.
All right, 61 to 55 is the score. New Orleans still in the lead.
I need more lasting freshness. Baby D, we all family. Your lavender is our lavender. Remember when we used to steal his Old Spice body lotion? Used to. Our heritage is ingrained in our skin.
For those people who hit that like button, I appreciate you. Thanks for the likes.
We carry that spirit with us.
For all 4 of the likes.
Because you can take Alfa Romeo out of Italy.
Yeah, we
But you best believe.
struggling with the algorithm.
Italy out of an Alfa Romeo.
All right, so we have a timeout.
Remember here in Vegas,
the night of Zion. Yeah, the night of Zion. He's causing earthquakes in Vegas. It's crazy when he's going down.
All right, another prolonged stoppage of play by the referees. Wow, this is annoying. Simmons trying to get the ball in.
Skill, but I love his interviews because it tells me how focused he is and what's
Does
important.
gets it back.
And how he's
Bailey
understands where he's
still
at,
dribbling, finds Mensa with a turnaround. No good.
Just the skill set I saw tonight.
2 games from Wembanyama. We'll see him again come preseason for San Antonio. A lot of excitement with the Spurs.
Number 32, I think this is Liddell playing big boy ball. Can't hit it. But the Pelicans get another shot at it because of a rebound. And they score. That's how it usually goes. That's how it usually works. 55-64. 57 seconds in the third.
The lead now up to 9 for New Orleans.
Hornets swing the ball.
3-ball corner. Sneed remain out.
Sneed can't hit that one. Crutcher brings the ball across half court. Says, hey, let's run this play.
Crutcher,
layup is good.
Bucket in the foul. 7-0 run by
New Orleans pulling away just a bit.
And right now they're still in the quarter. Just like in a boxing match, you always want to steal the end of the round. Right now, New Orleans is still in the quarter, and it's going to give them life going into the fourth quarter. It may take, some energy that the Hornets may not have to fight back in this. And a Sugar Ray Leonard strategy? Yeah, I like Sugar Ray.
Once again, Crutcher was with the Hornets G League team last year.
Substitution for the Pelicans.
Now with New Orleans.
Tavion Jones takes a seat.
Just hit that layup and completes the three-point play.
67-55.
38.
35 seconds to go in this third period.
33 seconds left.
But it's stronger for the
Hornets swinging the ball. Sneed to the basket.
Hammer that one down. Took a hard tumble. Simmons for 3. No.
Rebound, Leaky Black. Leaky Black goes strong, baby. Another turnover by Leaky.
Pelicans can hold for the final shot if Crutcher slows it down.
I thought with the ball that close, hey, put it on the glass. Attempt to put it on the glass.
Sneed had bad intentions.
Yes, he did.
How he missed that one? I thought it went in and came out. Crutcher, left hand layup is good. Crutcher said, "Hey,
all of a sudden it's a
this is what you get for cutting me. It's what you get for letting me go." And the Pelicans
close the third quarter on a 10-0 run.
That's what he said. 10-point run.
69-55.
Hornets had got really close.
And it's Darion Sebron helping to lead the way for the Bells. 17 points. Pels by 14. Fourth quarter on the way.
Hornets got really close. Third quarter was looking good there for a minute. But the New Orleans Pelicans ended up outscoring the Hornets 30-21 in the third. Now this lead, 14 points now. Leading scorer for the Charlotte Hornets is Bryce McGowan with 13 points. Book Knight right behind him with 11. Najee is not able to get a rebound since he had 11 or reached 11. Leaky Black 8 points. He does have a few turnovers though. Matkovic has 6 points. Liddell 11. Daniels has 9. Sebron lead all scores with 17 points. What's going on right here? And Brooks has 8. And speaking of Sebron, there he is right there.
I just feel like in the second quarter we had to push the pace a little bit more. We see we had a lead, and I feel like we just started scoring the ball up. So in the third quarter, I just wanted to push the pace and get the ball on the floor.
8 of 10 from the field. Was that also part of your mindset to get in there down low?
Yeah, my mindset was to get in the paint, either look to score or look for an open teammate, but just made the right play.
All right, I'll let you get back in there. Thanks so much. Hey, guys.
Thanks, Gianna. Darion Sebron has been playing well in this ball game. And he said it, pick up the pace, and we certainly saw that.
The team that's played with the most pace has been the team that's been more successful.
All right, Najee back out. Hands that to Bryce McGowan. Bryce McGowan's going to the basket. 2 guys on the skip pass over to Nick Smith Jr. for 3. He can't hit it, but it is knocked out of bounds by the Pelicans. Hornets get another chance. 14 seconds on the clock.
This is a 1-point game, 48-47. And it's been all New Orleans since 2 box here, you see Houston taking on Golden State.
Hornets get it in. It's going to be Simmons for the jumper. He can't hit it.
Looking to punch their ticket to the semifinals this weekend. They have a number of guys playing well for them. Remember, they had that buzzer beater from Jabari Smith, which was impressive. And again, they're in the semifinals.
Air ball by number 34 of the Pelicans.
Air ball there from Nola II. And there's a look at the updated Summer League standings. Cleveland already in the semifinals, which will take place on Sunday. 2 winners from the semifinals on Sunday will play in the championship game here in Vegas.
All right, Najee
to close things out.
Hands that off to Nick Smith Jr. Nothing there. Nick Smith Jr. with the floater.
Won't go down.
No good. 55-69 is the score.
And the floater kind of reminded me of somebody.
Oh, here you go.
Hey, he is right.
When he comes off, he uses a patient dribble. And that patient dribble, when you use that, it allows the defense to kind of just part the Red Sea. Now you have options. You have the floater. You have the cross-court pass.
Nick Smith Jr. can't hit the free throw.
Let things clear out a little bit more, and that's what he's doing. He definitely has some bones Highland.
Can't hit the free throw. Not by himself.
But I love his demeanor.
Gets the second. Hornets finally scored there, 56-69.
Handling the timing, the hezzy, all those things in your bag.
Crutcher knocked out of bounds by Nick Smith Jr.
How much is it just body type, the quickness, those type of things?
I think it's all teachable, but then there's a certain element of just instinct, right, and creativity, and that just takes over. And then you may have something that's teachable, and you just build off of it because of experience. You've seen how they can play the defense. You've seen how they.
Nick does have a little shiftiness like Jamal Crawford had.
3 counters and they're in trouble.
Crawford.
3 counters. 3 counters.
Throws that one up.
No.
But rebound by Makovic. Hornets come out of there with it. Move the ball quickly. Get to Bryce McGowan for 3. He rattles it in. Another 3 for Bryce.
3 from McGowan's. Shooter's touch.
10-point lead once again.
Point ball game.
Hawkins gets that to Makovic.
Nice touch. Makovic up to 8 points. Smith driving and nobody there defensively.
And he's up now. I see his aggressiveness picking up.
All right, definitely so. Hornets trying to get that.
Things going for him.
That's
Offensively, it's a lot
actually
easier for him.
Hornets with 61 points.
Tough shooting night so far, though. 4 for 13. He's up to double figures now. A lot of time left in this fourth. Hawkins
with the step. The step back.
Up the court. Get up the court.
Nick Smith Jr. doesn't want to give it up.
And he's fouled by Crutcher.
But he is fouled on the play. 71-61 is the score. Let's get it right here. 10-point lead.
He's lowering the sleep, beating the help defense, getting an easy basket. Now he's up. He's ready to go.
They may have gotten a double technical foul here.
7 minutes and 38 seconds left in the fourth. Hornets trying to make another comeback.
Seen some chippiness so far here in Summer League. Guys have kept it clean, but I like the John. I mean, these guys, they have something that they're playing for.
Yes.
Book Knight gets it into Nick Smith Jr. He finds Bryce McGowan on the left side of the court. Screen.
This is what you want. You want them to compete. There's only so many
not set.
in the world, right? Especially at this level.
Nick Smith Jr. gets it outside. 4 seconds to shoot. Bryce McGowan's long 3. That's off the mark. Book Knight with the rebound. And he scores.
Right place, right time, beat the shot clock.
Sebron slows it down, gets it back to Daniels. Daniels in and out dribble, elbow, but he's fouled.
Nick Smith fouling Dyson Daniels, and he just spoke on the reality of it. There are certain guys, especially your high draft picks, who we know are going to the league. There's some guys playing summer league.
63-71.
G League, some have been overseas. Still trying to realize that dream of getting to the big league.
And I have so much respect for anybody chasing their dream. Right, because we
Daniels
all
on the line. He hits the first free throw.
Here now with all these scouts, and I always said, you're not just
keeping a
playing
stiff arm
somebody else as well.
on the Hornets.
They're here watching, they're here taking notes and learning, and it may not pay off for you immediately, but now you're on their radar, and it may pay off for you down the line.
Boy, what are the refs doing, boy?
And substitution issue, and now Mensa will check into the ball game for Najee. James Najee, just 2 points.
They held this game up big time.
Affected a lot of shots in this ball game.
Still subbing guys in and out.
Group that's on the court, he brings something that's constant. You know what you're.
All right, Daniels back on the line.
Kids now, I want to know what I'm gonna get when I put you in. They know what they're gonna get when
he hits both. With 7 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock, 10-point lead. Hornets halftime.
Having a great time, and it's forced me to see the game in a different way.
Good night.
Right?
What kind of shot, bro? Just kick it, Sebron.
So it's fun.
Crossover dribble, no good. Rebound, Leaky Black. Lead pass down court to Book Knight. Book Knight can't finish. Another defensive play on Book. Daniels picks up his dribble. Sebron gets to the basket. They're going to call a foul on Mensa. Still 10 point lead. 6 minutes and 33 seconds left.
On the top 15 coaches ever list. So I've gotten a lot of knowledge and talked to them as we get another technical right now.
Hey, but man, what are you mad
Given the
about?
technical foul.
What are you mad?
Frustration rising for the Hornets.
Just we don't give them at least 3 points free throw technicals.
I like that they're fighting. They haven't got to win. I'm loving the competitive spirit. They just have to keep
Yeah,
that up.
go play some defense.
Hornets Trying to avoid going 0 for 4. They will play one more game. And all teams will play at least one more game on Friday or Saturday. First free throw good.
All right, so the Hornets do have one more game.
Pelicans back on track when the Hornets cut what was once an 18-point hole to 1. Sebron now with 18 points, missing that free throw.
Half of the shot right there.
Still a lot of time for Charlotte.
I'm coming back to you. Just let's play.
Move the ball. Where you going? You got a guy right there. Just pass the ball. Don't get in trouble. Oh gosh. Boy, we making it hard. And, but that's the Charlotte Hornet way. Because if it wasn't right, the coach would be like, "Hey, let's do this." I mean, dang, I'm like, okay, kick it out. Just kick it out. At the top.
And James Booknight.
Don't dribble down and underneath.
Here's McGowan's driving through contact and drawing the
McGowan's able to draw the foul.
McGowan's has 16 points.
And that was a labor.
Leading scorer for the Hornets tonight.
That was laborious to get it in there. But Bryce has 2 shots. Can we hit the free throws?
Those are the possessions.
Get this down to 9.
Before, when they're playing with pace and they're going side to side, I think they're a much better team. And I can see why they struggle to get a win if this is how they've been playing, right? If they play with pace, success leaves clues. So if you're playing with pace and we're scoring, we have to do that more, right? And I think that's what they need to stick closest to.
Good on the second free
Bryce
throw.
hits the second free throw. Back to 10.
Second overall pick. Brandon Miller.
Hey, thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure you hit that like button. I only got 4 likes. I need 10. I need 10. The algorithm doesn't even know I'm here. Oh my God, Sebron. Sebron drops this off to Liddell, but Liddell's gonna be called for the travel this time. All right, still a 10-point lead. Got a little timeout. Another timeout, 5 minutes and 54 seconds left. Hornets still got a little time to make a run, see if they can win one game. Still trying to get that first win in Summer League. All right, top scorers for both teams. Bryce McGowan's with 17 points. Booknight has 13, and Smith with 10. For New Orleans, Sebron, 18 points, leading all scorers. Liddell and Daniels both have 11. Top rebounder for New Orleans is Hawkins and Sebron with 6 apiece. And for the Hornets, it's going to be Najee with the 11. Let's see, my boy Black. Leaky Black has played. The only smudge on his play today is 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers off the pass. And that last one, he had the ball under the basket. I think he should have shot that. Man, you get a ring for winning Summer League? Wow. You get a ring for winning Summer League? Just to give these guys some kind of motivation. Booknight for 3. Booknight rattles in a 3.
The trifecta 7-point ball game. Well, you've said it from the beginning. He's been under control. Live look in, Houston on the cusp of improving to 4-0. And again, punching their tickets to the semifinals.
Nick Smith Jr. throws an alley.
High pass. Trying to get Najee.
Can't get it to Najee. Good ball movement.
Three,
Liddell can't hit it.
Here comes Book Knight the other way.
67-76, Book Knight. You know he wants to take the baseline.
Well, Book Knight wants
that three is no good.
From the corner, couldn't get that to fall.
Yeah.
Sebron
You're not going to stop Sebron. Sebron gets it to Makovic. Can't score. Can the Hornets take advantage of this? Bryce McGowan.
Needing some points. 4.5 to go.
What are you doing?
McGowan's got caught in the air. Nearly turned it over.
Somebody cut.
And the shot clock reset to 24.
Yeah, we all just
make that adjustment.
I'm watching Buck
It's
Knight.
like
Every time he makes a shot, for some reason, the second shot is the same spot he was just at.
Everybody
there, he did the wing there,
that the Hornets get is just now Najee plays down low, but everybody else is like we're just all on the perimeter. Nobody wants to cut. Nobody wants to go to the basket off a cut. All right, Nick Smith Jr.
Here's Smith.
Still dribbling. You only got 5 seconds to shoot. Still dribbling. Night, I guess you got to go. Nick, floater no good. Najee can't get his hands on it. Hawkins comes out of there. Hornets have not been able to take advantage of good defense. Hawkins scores. That's what I'm talking right there. 2 times we get good defense. We stop them from scoring, and we can't score. Book Knight to the basket, scores. 69-78, Hornets still with a chance, but a very slim chance. Time running out on 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Sebron out to Hawkins. Hawkins all the way to the basket. Najee. Oh, ref.
For sure.
That's
they
tough.
have some guys to build around, starting with those two.
Ref calls the foul. It may be on Najee.
Right, and vets have to believe enough in what you're doing that it's beneficial to them as well. They have no problem, taking the leadership.
And that's going to put Hawkins on the line.
Have a chance to compete, right? So if you can get vets that are like, you know what, I like what they're doing. They're going in the right direction. I can be the piece to help them get from A to B. We may not get to B, right, but we'll get to A to B. And I think that's what they need to look for.
And hopefully they can keep LaMelo Ball healthy this season.
Yes. And so exciting, isn't it?
Season ago, just a fabulous player to watch. Crowd pleaser.
Yes.
Robinson, get any playing time today.
That's my brother. That's my guy. He stole it. He bought it. He is good. He brought it. He put his own twist on it.
80-69. McGowan's
creativity you were talking about.
Yes, he has it.
How much of that is spontaneous in the moment?
Step back.
How much are you thinking?
Finally gets the pass off with 8 seconds left.
Ooh, get crafty. That's the Bulls hot. Look, where's he? Where's the shooting from?
Book Knight for 3. Book Knight hits it. Way to find him over there in the corner, Nick Smith Jr. And we let Hawkins come down and shoot it. Now, can we take advantage of this? Can the Hornets take advantage of the defensive play right here? Let's see, we'll move the ball around. There's a whistle blown, like 2 whistles. Sounded like.
Hornets started 0 for 14 before getting their first field goal. Book Knight with 10 in the 4th. Back in a moment.
All right, I think maybe the coach calls a timeout because he wants to at least get a good shot at scoring right here. All right, 8-point lead by the New Orleans Pelicans. Once again, the Charlotte Hornets started off 18. It was 18-0. No, okay. Let me say it right. The Hornets were down 18-0 before they scored their first point. They even got cut the lead to 1, but the Pelicans were able to stretch it. And with time running out, 2 minutes and 52 seconds left, the Hornets are pressed again to get a win. They did lead scoring in the third quarter for a little while, but the New Orleans Pelicans end up outscoring them 30-21 in the fourth. Excuse me, in the third. In the fourth, right now, the Hornets are leading in the scoring category, 17-11. They're going to have to continue that. They're going to have a chance to win this game. Turnovers by the Hornets, 21. kind of hard to win if you have 21 turnovers, 21 to 13. Rebounding, Hornets doing a good job with that, 47 to 32. 3-point shooting, Hornets 40%, 12 out of 30. They're leading in those categories, but you also got to play some defense. You got to make good decisions also. All right, Hornets with the ball. Nick Smith Jr. High skip pass to Bouknight for 3. He can't hit it.
No good. Bouknight from the other side. 8-point game, 2:40 to go in regulation. Here's Sebron.
Sebron to the basket.
Sweet spot, no good. Brooks stays with
And
it.
Brooks.
Just as we talked about, Sebron puts pressure on the rim. He misses his shot. His teammates in position.
Brooks is able to be there and score.
Back to a 10-point
All right,
lead.
McGowan picks up his dribble. Finds Nick Smith. He shoots a jumper. Gets his own rebound. Follows.
His feet, the way he shot that surprised him, but he just had
74-82 is the score.
It worked out for him that one. But he has great energy. Even when things aren't going well, he's trying to find a way to will his team to a win.
Daniels calling for a screen, gets it to Liddell. They hand that to Sebron. Sebron between the backs. He's now asking for a screen, gets it. He shoots it at the elbow. Nobody stepped up on him.
20 points for Darion Sebron.
Back to a 10-point lead. Bouknight to the basket. Scores. Sebron back to the other end. Nobody there to pick him up. And Snead gets up and blocks Hawkins from what was sure to be a rim-rattling dunk.
Don't give him a tag. All right.
On who?
Let him have that.
On who?
Off the vert.
Who's the tag going to be on? That was a block.
I love the competitiveness.
Yes.
This ball out of bounds to the
Those are viral plays. Somebody's either getting dunked on or somebody's getting blocked. There's no in between.
Hawkins
with the jumper is no good. Hornets, a minute 35 seconds on the clock.
To go in the fourth.
We won't move the ball, bro.
For New Orleans.
That's it. That's it. Just move the ball a little bit.
It's still time. Minute and a half left, 6-point game.
See what the Pelicans can get here.
Sebron, in and out dribble.
Sebron
loses it, but it stays with the Pelicans.
Off of Charlotte, and the Hornets are going to review it.
Why not?
Hornets looking for a sneak attack here in this final minute 16.
84-78 is the score. 1 minute 16 seconds.
6-point ball game here in Vegas.
Left on the clock.
Introducing new Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Starry. What a name for a soda. Starry. Five likes, thank you guys. Maybe I'll get back on top before it's all over with. Ooh, this is annoying sometimes. All right, box scores. All right, fouls here. Because I think these guys may get like 10 fouls, so it doesn't really matter here. The Hornets. Nobody in foul trouble. A couple of guys with 3 for the New Orleans Pelicans. Makovic with 4. All right, but the Hornets have challenged the last call of that ball being out of bounds on the Hornets.
With a minute 16 to go, a game that's been dominated by New Orleans.
84-78 is the score.
Just a 6-point game with the threat of getting the ball back.
Hornets trying to win their first summer league basketball game. Man, I didn't know that you got a ring for winning the Summer League. That's a nice ring. You know, little motivation to do well. Let's see this again. Crossover. That ball's off, isn't it? If it's not indisputable evidence. It's not indisputable evidence, then they can't call it. But they've taken a long time.
After review, the challenge is successful.
Oh, it is successful. Hornets will get the ball.
On the baseline with 24 seconds on the shot clock. Charlotte will retain their timeout.
Now you ask me, you're the coach. What do you do now for Charlotte?
Something
go down there and move the ball around and score. But move the ball. Whatever you do, move the ball. Don't let it stick.
Get to the free throw line, get some points with the clock stop.
Najee's gonna score. Watch. All right. They pick up full court. Sebron on Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith kicks it. McGowan's to the basket, and a foul is called.
Best case scenario for the Hornets.
Yeah, it was best case. I still thought he sort of forced it. You got 24 whole seconds. Move that ball around.
Look at it. This is a strong drive from McGowan's.
Back-to-back challenge coming.
Like.
And they are going to challenge.
What are you challenging?
The late decision there.
I guess they're just like, hey, we're just gonna take a chance. Man, I like that purple sweatsuit, that purple warm-up T-shirt. Leaky Glass got on. I gotta get me one. I gotta drop a few coins. Drop a few coins to get me some more Hornets paraphernalia. Even though we don't play, we haven't played well in a while. You can't say the Hornets uniforms are not like some of the top in the NBA.
I think you're right.
They are some of the top. Like, you can't name any other team that's got like that, the colors like the Hornets. Of course not like the Hornets, but like that. They just don't. They don't hit like the Hornets. Nobody. Not the Bulls with their black and red. Not the Lakers with their, what is it, yellow and I don't know what is it, yellow and purple. I know that's what it is, but is that what you call the purple? Hornets just, they got so many what do you call it, ways you can wear that teal and purple, sometimes blue combinations.
Is the play they're reviewing. McGowan's on the drive.
I mean, what are you gonna call? If it's not a foul, what are you calling? Like there was no foul, and if there was no foul, then what happens after that?
Tell me what you see here, Jamal. Looks like Brooks is clean, but it's the Hawkins contact.
Oh, that's a foul.
Where Hawkins got the worst of it, but
oh, y'all discussing it?
Wins that challenge. So they call here. It is. And I saw something small that happened. It was the assistant coach for the Hornets saying, "Hey, you should have got that free throw line quicker so they couldn't challenge that thing." It was gamesmanship. Right.
Come on. So then what are they gonna call like a? So that is that gonna be one of those like aggressive moves on McGowan?
After review, the call on the floor is successful. The challenge is successful. The call on the floor has been overturned.
Yeah.
The contact was deemed marginal by the defender. At the time of the whistle, it was New Orleans had possession of the ball and therefore will retain that directly side out with 23 in the shot clock. New Orleans will also retain their timeout.
big time call right there. Marginal contact. Brooks with the swipe. And it's Pelicans basketball with a minute 4 to go. So big time play.
That is, wow.
And what's a 6-point ball game?
I'll take this challenge and raise you one, right?
70, 78, 84. challenged by New Orleans. It is successful. They get the ball back. Where it would have been a two free throws for Bryce McGowan.
Brooks. Is it up to Daniels?
Daniels with the spin move.
Turning inside, and a foul is called.
That's a foul.
And so Daniels, and as you talked about throughout the broadcast, he's been under control the entire game. He has 5 assists, but it feels like he has more than 5 assists.
Yes.
47 seconds left in this game.
I've been over here thinking about it.
Daniels on the line.
He reminds me of a younger Ben Simmons that can shoot better. Because he can do some of everything.
He hits the free throw.
Think Ben Simmons in Philly, when we were all like, oh my God, he can do everything. Just his pace, the way he plays. I'm not talking about shot, because I think Daniels has a good-looking shot, but just the way he plays and sees the game, the way he gets his teammates open.
All right, that right there, May, with 45 seconds on the clock, has sealed the game.
Here so far in this summer league and in this ball game.
Hornets will probably shoot a three-point shot right here.
Here's Book Night. Time running out on the Hornets.
Very tough shot. It goes in, and Book Night has a chance for a 4-point play.
He got a Crawford 4-point play opportunity. And they're going to review this for a potential flagrant. How big would this be?
Is it? They're not. I guarantee they're going to look to see if it was a 3. That's what they're looking at. You're going to see if that foot was back. Oh, the foot was back.
Oh, they may say you didn't let him land.
Yeah, they give him a shooter, clean space to land.
But y'all didn't look at that quick?
That doesn't appear to be the call.
No.
Come on, man. They're trying to get this game over with now.
Apparently, so it was a long 2. And we couldn't see that from this.
That's what I was. That's what I was saying. They're looking to see if it's a 3, if it was a 3 or a 2.
He always finished well on the line. We used to give him a hard time.
Now they've made the adjustment. Okay, it is officially a Crawford.
All right, so it was. So
gotta stay on your toes.
It was a 3, and
so
but it gets a chance for a 4-point play.
Getting that jersey tucked back in. Chance to complete the 4-point play.
And he does not.
I was going to say something about it.
He does not.
When you put the jersey in like that, it makes your shot shorter because you're tucking your jersey in. You don't have to have the I did not want to say it. I said, Mr. Shot.
And it does feel like that at least.
Pelicans ball, 27.5 to go.
Crawford.
The fourth quarter game.
Maybe you tuck it in, but then you pull it out a little so it doesn't hinder you. I got you.
YouTube TV is more than cable.
So Book Night hits a 3, is fouled, but cannot finish the 4-point play.
Just ask anyone who loves
and we have another timeout.
And they'll tell you. There's no such
Let's just see how the free throw shooting could have changed this game a bit for both teams. All right, free throws. Free throws. Wow. Wow. I already see it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hornets are 8 for 18 from the free throw line. 44% from the free throw line. The Pelicans, who shot 28, they're 21 of 28. So they left 7 out there. With the Hornets down by 5, have missed 10 free throws. I mean, like I always say, yeah, if they hit all 10, they'd be in the league. Right, if everything else is the same. But if they hit even just 5 of the free throws, it's a different type of game. The New Orleans Pelicans have to play their game a little bit different because the Hornets are even closer. Or actually, it's tied. It's tied. So gotta hit those free throws. 8 of 18. 27.5 seconds on the clock. Ball is almost tipped. Hawkins to the basket. Can't hit it. Najee with the rebound. Let's see what they'll do. Will they take a quick three? Book Knight. Leaky Black can't hit the three. That would have been a big one.
Good look by Black. Couldn't get it to fall. If he makes that shot, now it's a free throw contest. Yeah, it's 86-84, and the pressure is on you to knock these free throws down. You can split, have another three-point game. You can miss.
All right, good dish by Book Knight. Black could not hit that three-pointer.
Would have been tense moments. Crutcher at the free throw line right now.
So
he's 1 for 1.
Because he could not hit that, now the Hornets have the foul. Crutcher on the line. Crutcher's like, yo, I'm definitely going to hit this. You guys let me go. There's no question I'm going to hit these. 13 seconds on the clock. Crutcher rattles in the first.
Up to 8 points, 4 assists, and 14 minutes off the bench for the Pelicans.
Crutcher hits both.
Knocked down both of them. And the Hornets are going to take a timeout with 13.3.
All right, coach, still coaching. 13.3 seconds on the clock.
Really impressed with the fight. And you had faith in them from the get-go. I can put that ace back now. I have faith. Strongly, I had faith. They did an unbelievable job, and especially when you think about it, they haven't won a game, right? But they kept fighting, they kept playing. I thought they figured out some things that could help them.
Jamal Crawford saying good things about the Hornets, trying to find some good things to say about the Hornets. Oh, what's my man name right there in the back? I can't remember his name.
This was an 18-0 game from the jump. Pelicans all over the Hornets early. Hornets missed their first 14 shots, and they clawed back, had a great second quarter, got to within 1 in the third, but it was players like Darion Sebron, Dyson Daniels making it happen for the Pelicans.
It was the decisiveness, the defensive intensity. Those things travel, right? Whether you're in Vegas, you're in Minnesota, wherever you're playing that night, if you can bring the intensity.
All right, a lot of people up and leaving.
You know, I think you put yourself in great position.
81, 88.
Really, really well. There's no reason why they're not.
We got one more game, but how much have you enjoyed this? I know that you're a fan.
Score of this game.
Yes, first time doing this. Bro, you're making it look easy. Yeah, look who I'm with, guys. Look who I'm with. Making it look easy, my man. Come on now. You're unbelievable. I've always been a fan, but working with you, it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. By the way, the crossover starts real soon.
Saturday.
All right, Hornets have the ball. They're going to inbound it. 13.3 seconds on the clock. Sneed in the game now. Hornets just, good coaching, good learning experience right here.
7-point game. Sneed to bring it in.
Oh my gosh, didn't work.
Off of Sneed, originally off of Jones, then hit Sneed. I guess you like the idea, but he threw it too hard off of Jones.
Come on, bro, don't. Let's go. Let's go.
When you fake it, the defender doesn't know what's going on. You just freeze for that second to get the angle to make the right pass.
All right, Hornets could not get the ball inbounds.
Execute those situations. It might not have been a game changer, but it's a
Got to come off those screens tighter, I guess. 11.7 seconds on the clock.
Steady game from him. 15 points, 5 assists.
All right, while this is occurring, we go ahead and go over.
The Pelicans to improve to 3-1 in summer league play, and technically in position for one of those semifinal spots, but in a tiebreaker situation.
All right, here we go. Hornets tonight.
And right now, the Nets, the leader in the clubhouse there.
Leading scorer Book Knight with 26 points.
Book Knight, jamming it home.
And make that 28 points. McGowan 19 points. Smith has 12 points. Those are the top scorers for the Hornets. For the Pelicans, Sebron 20 points. Daniels had 19. Liddell had 11, so it's going to mean that Bryce McGowan's is the top scorer of the game with 26 in a losing effort.
Crawford, Deanna Hearn, I'm Michael Grady. More Summer League action coming up next.
All right, team stats. Hornets ended up shooting 40% from the field, 40 to 43. 3-point shooting, Hornets hit 13. A lot of that thanks to Bryce McGowan's 13 to 32 for 40%. New Orleans Pelicans 3 for 19 for 15%. Free throw shooting, Hornets only shot 44%. They were 8 to 18. Pelicans 24 for 32, 75%. Rebounding, Hornets out-rebounded the Pelicans 50 to 37. Assists, Hornets had 13 to Pelicans 15 assists. Turnovers were a big story for the Hornets. Hornets ended up with 22 turnovers to the Pelicans 14. All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The next Summer League basketball game, including the Hornets. Not sure, but I will definitely probably be streaming that. Look for my thumbnail, and I appreciate you guys who did show up. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm Coach Gary, and I'm getting ready to get out of here.